Midjourney has just announced they are officially working on hardware. Now, there has been a ton of rumors about what the heck Midjourney is actually doing because there's been a bunch of hardware rumors for a minute. Back in November, they actually hired someone who formerly was working on the Apple Vision Pro. And since December, you can see on that person's LinkedIn that they've had themselves listed as head of hardware over at Midjourney. So there's been rumors that there's something interesting coming down the pipe, but no one knows exactly what it is. And today they made a tweet where they said we're officially getting into hardware. If you're interested in joining the new team in San Francisco, please email us at hardware@midjourney.com. So, it's like sort of an announcement, sort of we're looking for employees kind of thing. Very, very interesting. The responses to this have been pretty funny because Midjourney is actually like responding to everyone that is kind of responding to this tweet, probably because they want good interaction on it, because they want a good engineer to actually see it. Someone commented and said, "Me yelling at my Midjourney canvas on the wall. Imagine a piece of art pre F173867 landscape." And Midjourney responded saying, "Yelling at a painting feels like a vibe." So the interesting thing here is there's no exact announcement about what type of hardware they're doing, but it seems that there's going to be perhaps multiple pieces of hardware. And they kind of have been like trolling everyone or teasing them. Someone said, "I swear to God, if this is another wearable, I'll lose my crap." Midjourney says it is wearable they said, "Is it wearable if you have to go inside of it?" ? So no idea what that means. Some hardware tent you pop up and go inside and it gives you scenes. I have no idea. Someone else said, "It's not going to be a pendant, right? Please say no." They said, "Not going to be a pendant." So we know it's not going to be a pendant. Someone said, "Please be an Etch-a-Sketch." Midjourney said, "Ship it." Someone said, "But will you ship?" They said, "Our logo is literally a ship." That is true. Their logo is a ship. That's just kind of funny, I guess. But anyways, it seems like they're actually trying to work and create something. One comment that I thought was particularly interesting, someone said, "Care to share more?" And they said, "We aren't announcing anything specific yet, but we have multiple efforts in flight." Someone said, "Midjourney printer confirmed." So anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. When it comes down to what it actually is going to be, there definitely has been, as you can see, tons of rumors, tons of talking. I think from the fact that Ahmed Abbas, he's the head of hardware over there at Midjourney now, that used to be over at Apple working on Vision Pro. Possibly it could be a new, kind of Oculus or Vision Pro like headset. Part of me sort of doubts it just because the Apple Vision Pro has not seen very good response. I mean, there's a bunch of people that bought it just to like see what the heck it was. But I don't know many people or if anyone that actually uses it for any long period of time other than just, buying it as a novelty to check it out. So that's kind of what I've been seeing. Something that I think is interesting, people asking about that specific position. We're also getting responses from David Holtz, who is the CEO of Midjourney. Someone said, "Sweet, what skills are you needing and can candidates be remote?" He said, "Probably can't be remote for hardware, sorry." That makes perfect sense. This is the one that I thought was very interesting. Someone said, "Orb construction is proceeding as foretold." And Dave and their CEO said, "We will make the orb." So I thought that was kind of funny because that was back in January of this year, when they said they were going to make an orb. No idea if they actually are or if this is, just him trolling. So it's very, very hard. Either way, they're kind of ramping up a lot of chatter online about this, and so I think that it's nothing is going to be really bad as far as getting a lot of engagement and excitement about the product. That being said, if we get a lot of excitement and the product's a flop, then it wouldn't be fantastic. So I think that I think it's going to be tricky because up until this point, we have not had any big AI hardware winners. We've had Rabbit that came out with their device that seemed like a bit of a flop. It got pretty roasted for just essentially being an Android phone. We had Humane that came up and was a pretty big flop for trying to be its own, AI pin, but it just was way too hot and only had a 4-hour battery life. So people said it's basically not useless. Then, of course, the most recent one that everyone is enjoying roasting is friend.com, which is a pendant that you can wear, and then it talks to you through notifications on your phone. But everyone, I mean, it got roasted because essentially the founders of the company spent most of the millions of dollars they'd raised to buy the website friend.com. They'd spent a couple $1 million on that, and that was most of their 2.5 million, I think, was spent just there. So I think this is really interesting to see where this goes as far as these hardware. Even if we kind of look at glasses with like the Snapchat spectacles, if you go back a little bit, like hardware is very, very hard to actually get solid reception on. And I think maybe the biggest winner as far as generative AI hardware that I've actually seen be successful is just Meta's Ray-Ban collaboration. So they have the Ray-Ban glasses that have a camera inside of it, and it's got Meta and some AI embedded so you can talk to it about what you're seeing. That seems to me like and it looks like a normal thing you'd wear. Like it's actually really surprising how similar to actual Ray-Bans, so it's not like this big clunky thing you got on. That is the only piece of hardware, like AI hardware essentially, I think that has seen some good adoption that I'm like very bullish on. Otherwise I think it's yeah, this is going to be a pretty hard space to innovate in. So I'll definitely keep you up to date on what Midjourney is planning on rolling out. Definitely going to be exciting. Like, no doubt about it, whatever it is will be exciting and entertaining, but I have no idea exactly what that's going to be. And the last thing I wanted to say is that if you have ever been interested in starting a podcast, which I 100% think you should, I think everyone needs to start a podcast. Number one, to stand out in your industry, just kind of set yourself apart. Or to help grow your business. Podcasting is one of the number one ways to do that. It's never been easier. You can organically grow. It's not like you're worried about some magical social media algorithm that you have to hit. As long as you essentially set it up correctly, publish it correctly, you're gonna get downloads on your podcast, and it's an amazing way to network with incredible guests. Grow your network. I think it's incredible. If you're interested in starting a podcast, or if you already have one that you're looking at and you want to scale, you need to take my podcasting course. I just launched it. Normally it is $300, but this week I have a 50% off discount code that is in the description of the podcast. You can grab. I would love to have you check it out, join on the course. I think this is going to be something that can help you take your podcast to the next level, your career or your business. And I highly recommend it. Something I've spent many months working on. Phenomenal content. Everything I've learned from taking my podcast from 0 to 4 million downloads. If this is something you're interested in, I think you'll love it. Thanks so much for tuning into the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, I would love it if you leave a rating and review, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day.